Hello, it is Askkrystalracquel and I'm back again with a video. I wanted to hop right in. I hope you like what I have displayed on the camera. I know Valentine's Day was 6 days ago, but I did want to just come on with you all and have a quick conversation about something that's really been on my heart. For a minute, I almost put myself on camera, but as you all are aware, I did tell you by the end of this month, I'll be back on camera with you all along with an update. So as you can see, there's some flowers here and there's something that says Versace. I wanted to talk to you all. I know Valentine's Day was several days ago, 6 days ago to be exact. And I wanted to just talk to you all. And thank you to the two people who just subscribed, I think yesterday. I'm happy to have you on my channel. I just want to talk to you all something specific. It's about Valentine's Day, love, relationships. I know a lot of my subscribers are women, and my channel is pretty much for personal growth. A lot of my expertise is in coaching, public health, relationships, and there's some people who subscribe to me because of that. And I also do hauls. I received some subscribers when I was doing reviews of my Victoria's Secret hauls and my perfume reviews as well. So I'll be getting back into that. But what I want to talk to you all about is, it's about Valentine's Day. This is my Valentine's gift, so it's ironic, but it's not. All of you may know that I am married. I was married last year. We're coming up on our 1-year anniversary of marriage and our 2-year anniversary of being together. A lot of you might have subscribed to me from when I talked to you about how I was dating 3 individuals and in a godly manner, and I narrowed it down to my husband. We continued dating and we eventually got married. I know a lot of women are seeking marriage. You could be single with no children. You could be divorced with or without children. You could be single mom. Also, there's men who, could be single dads or single divorced without kids, with kids. I may even have some people who are married on my channel, but I feel like my calling is primarily for young women, married or unmarried, who are seeking to live a life that honors God, or just someone who wants to learn a different way of how to navigate life and, wants to grow professionally, personally, like we all are, right? I seek personal growth daily. So I'm happy that you all are here on my channel. The reason why I have these flowers and this Versace box on display is because the topic is about Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day has passed for 2024, and I've seen a lot of comments online, and I just sense that there are so many people out there and they want to, develop a life with someone. And oftentimes Valentine's Day is a hard time for people who are either in bad relationships with maybe a boyfriend or a husband that doesn't treat them well, or, and a man could potentially be in a bad relationship, or for someone who is single and they want to be married or they want a relationship. Of course, it's wonderful when you get gifts. There's people who give gifts throughout the year. Some people don't celebrate Valentine's Day. That is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to subscribe to everything that's considered normal in this world. I want you all to just really evaluate what you're seeing online and how it's making you feel. I saw some posts, people saying that they hate Valentine's Day, or some people speaking from a bitter place saying, you know, Valentine's Day is for all the lovers and all the cheaters. And I'm sure let me guess, he told you that he'll get you a gift on Friday, or he'll see you on Friday. That was just to say that, you know, Valentine's Day was on a Wednesday this year, and, you know, I'm sure some people, you know, they couldn't get off work, or they were working late and they wanted to celebrate on Friday, and that's fine, nothing wrong with that. Or if you didn't celebrate at all. One thing I want to say before I get into what I'm really trying to say, ladies, be mindful. Don't just go along. If you do have someone and let's say you like receiving flowers on Valentine's Day, let's say you enjoy flowers, you know, not everybody celebrates Valentine's Day, but a lot of people do. You know, it's plastered everywhere. You know, you see it online, you see it in stores, you see it on your phone for ads. And if you like Valentine's Day and your partner says, oh, I don't believe in that, I don't celebrate that, okay, but look at, are they being kind to you throughout the year? Are they giving you gifts throughout the year? Do they give you flowers occasionally? If not, then, you know, it may be coming not from a place or a stance that, hey, I don't celebrate this, but I take care of you and I'm kind to you throughout the year. I give you flowers here and there. It may just be coming from somebody not wanting to spend money, and which to me is actually crazy, because I love my bouquet. My husband, he knows that I like flowers that have, well, no, my husband, he seems to like flowers with a lot of greenery in it. Like these, when he got them for me, they were wrapped up, and I was like, hey, was this same place that you got my flowers when you proposed to me? Because it just reminded me of that. He said, yeah, they were. So, you know, this is a beautiful bouquet. It has my favorites, which are sunflowers, about a half a dozen of sunflowers and like a dozen roses, light pink and red, and then some other flowers mixed in, and some other plants. But regardless of the cost of flowers, I love flowers. I think it's so beautiful. I feel like they really showcase the beauty of the world and how God created the world. So I think it's beautiful if someone, you know, has flowers and somebody gives flowers. If cost is an issue for flowers, a man can go to a supermarket. When we went shopping at the supermarket, I saw these sets of, I think, dozen roses. It was like we went like on the Sunday before Valentine's Day to buy groceries, and I saw about a dozen roses, or 6 roses, really inexpensive. So maybe it was like $4. If somebody really cared and wanted to just say, here's some flowers for you, they could go to the supermarket and pick up, I'm pretty sure it was I can't remember if it was 6 or 12, honestly, but let's say it was a dozen for $5. Of course, the grocery store flowers aren't going to last as long, probably. However, if it's just for Valentine's Day, somebody can literally go to a grocery store, pick up even 4 of those, the small roses, 4 dozen, and they can spend $20. Or let's say if they don't have it, I mean, you know how I feel about that. And you know, if you're dating, you know, you should be able to set aside things for special occasions. But let's say they want to just do 3 dozen of those. They could do that. They can, you know, cut the leaves, cut the stems, you know, buy a little bit of plant food. If necessary, put it in a cheap vase. You can even get a vase from the dollar store. And, you know, that will show their appreciation. But that was just the ladies who are in relationships or in marriages. And of course, some men may not know, but if you express to them that you love flowers, oh, you love Valentine's Day and things like that, if somebody who cares about you, wants you to be happy, is going to, you know, do something for you. On this channel, I'm not going to get into, you know, whether or not you need to get a man a gift, you know, or I'll just say this. It's not good if a man, in my opinion, is asking, what are you getting me for Valentine's Day? What did you get me? And ladies, just be mindful. My younger sister was just telling me about, there was a lady she saw online. She had set up a room, rose petals, all these nice fruit. And I got like this, it might have been a hotel room, and done all these things for a man. And then the man, there was another story too that I saw online. So I don't know if I'm mixing up these stories. Then the man, he came, you know, he didn't get her anything. And he ate dinner that she prepared for him. And then right after dinner, he left, and that was that, you know. So ladies, you know, I want you to really preserve your honor. Don't put yourself in a position to where you're taking all those risks. And, you know, men and women are completely different. Men are risk takers. They're strong. They're bold. Of course, rejection hurts, but it hurts even more to get rejected if you're a woman. So ladies, don't put yourself in those positions. That was specifically for the women who are in a relationship or married. And you know, you should be able to express to your partner if you like flowers and things like that, and they will do it for you. All right, so this next part is what I really want to focus on. And then I'll get into the box too, the Versace box here. I know, like I said, you probably think it's ironic that I'm showing these, but I'm somebody, I post on social media sometimes, but I post to remind myself of things. I post stories, you know, of things that I've done with my husband when I was dating. And, you know, if I get like a gift I like, I'll post it. And I just realized recently that you can actually make them private, but, you know, I don't mind letting people see who are my friends. But I honestly post my stuff often just because I like to look back and remember. I even have like a album, I think it's called an album, in my on my online presence where it showcases all the flowers that my husband presents me with. So is it something that we have in between us, you know, like a insider thing? But my point is, ladies, it doesn't matter what situation you're in. You know, I know it's hard sometimes to be happy for other people, but just remember, like, you don't know what's going on in someone's life in a relationship. You don't know if they're even genuinely happy. I've seen comments where, let's say somebody posted, it was a man, he posted what he was doing for his wife. He looked like maybe he was Hispanic or, you know, like the darker skin Polynesian type of people. I can't remember what he looked like, but I just remember he had like that type of complexion, and he was just showing everything that he was doing. He was prepping for his wife's birthday, blowing up balloons before she came downstairs. And you know, like those little streamers that hang in like a doorway, he put that in the staircase, so when she comes down, she would see that. And then he had like a gift prepared for her. And then he also did something for Valentine's Day. He actually bought different flowers from the store. He put them together. He put roses and other flowers. He made, I'm gonna try to make a bouquet, and the bouquet looked really pretty. Then he gave her like chocolates and like different chocolate bars and something else. I don't know what else, other stuff too. Anyway, my point is, there are women in the comments saying, oh wow, I would just love if my man did that. Oh, if my man did that for me, I would jump on him, and you know, we'd go in the bedroom. Mind you, I thought that was a little bit weird that they would even say that on a married person's page, especially the last part. But it's just like, you have no idea what those people are going through. They are posting for social media. They're posting their relationship. You know, it probably earns him income. I mean, I don't know if he might do fitness too. I'm not sure, but you know, don't be envious of other people's relationships, first of all. And then also, you know, one thing that I always did when I was single, mind you, you have to have a purpose in your life. You have to know who you are. You have to figure out there's some things that you have. For me, I feel like my marriage it didn't come early because there was so much I had to do. I had to go to school. I got my master's, and things like that. And, you know, maybe beyond that, I'll talk to you a little bit about that later. But, you know, you have to just remember there's a reason why things happen. And of course, you know, there's things you learn on the way, you know, things you have to get over, things you have to learn in terms of interacting. You know, if you're going to have a relationship, you can't just be independent. You have to be able to work through different issues. So just to know that there's a reason why you're in your position. You can certainly make change in your life. You know, you have to take action. Also, prayer works wonders. Prayer with action, I should say. But one thing I do when I was single, I would always think to myself, that's the one thing, I was never jealous of anyone's relationship. I always thought to myself, if they can have a good relationship, they can have that. That's wonderful. That just shows me I can have it too. If I ever see somebody that's like rich, I always say, they're smart. I'm smart. That means I can be rich too. I can see it with my eyes, you know. So, you know, I feel like whenever you can actually see someone with something, that's when you know you can have it as well. So people who model after other people or look after what people have done, who have what they have, those people are also smart. Of course, you can make stuff your own way. You can make the life that you want. You can have what you want in your own way by, you know, following your own path, as many people do. But wisdom is actually being able to look at other people's situations and learn from those things. So for any young ladies, if you come to my video and you hear how I did it, you know, obviously everyone's situation is different, but if I'm saying, hey, you know, you want to make sure you don't sleep with your partners. You know, I was engaged after almost 6 months. We were married on our 1-year anniversary of our first date, things like that. You can use your wisdom and say, okay, that seems like a path I'd like to take. And of course, I understand not everybody on my channel is a Christian or believes in God, but I am always going to speak from the Christian perspective. And really, don't let bitterness get your heart. That's where I wanted to go with this, because I saw some of the things that were posted, you know, people laughing. I've seen times where, people laughing at, you know, talking about cheaters, being really bitter around the Valentine's Day. I say, if you want to do a Valentine's Day, that's wonderful. But be somebody who's genuinely happy, you know, to go out on Valentine's Day with your girlfriends. Don't be somebody who is secretly inside angry at other people or feeling bad, you know, and wishing bad on people who do have relationships or marriages. That's not going to help you. Like I said, when I was single, let me go back to that. When I was single, I tried to make sure I made changes in my life, but I also always looked at other people like, if they have that, I can have it too. Never in a way like, I don't like that person. Why do they have that? You know, and that's one thing I see. I know sometimes people look on your stories and stuff like that and they don't say anything, but there's sometimes where there's people who, like, you just notice patterns, right? Like, there's certain things I'll post and you'll see these people watching and liking, but when it's something else, like let's say it's a gift or it's flowers or it's something nice, they won't like it. And of course, you know, I'm not into social media so much. So maybe I'm off with this, but just be mindful, because there are people who, you know, want to see your downfall. And I do recommend, if you are in a relationship and you just started, I don't recommend you posting a lot of stuff about it, because people do sometimes have negative thoughts and say negative things about your relationship, and you don't want that. So, you know, ladies, when you first get a relationship, what I did when I first started dating, I wasn't really posting anything until I was sure that I wanted to move forward with my husband. But I would even recommend that you don't post anything maybe until you're engaged or even married. You know, that's my opinion. But anyway, ladies, you are beautiful. It doesn't matter if you have a man or not, or if you're married or not. You know, if that's something that you genuinely want, you want to start a family, you want to move forward, and you want to have kids, just pray about it and make the proper changes, and the door will be open to you at the right point in time. If you're young, I was gonna say 23, I don't know where I got the number, but if you're young, focus on being the best you can, you can be. You have a purpose in this world. Focus on building skills. You're gonna compliment your partner when you're in a relationship and marriage. And men, when you are young, focus on building your life, building yourself to be able to provide and protect when you get in a relationship. Don't focus on trying to, you know, sleep with women, you know, young women, things like that. And older men too, definitely stop trying to chase after young women. You know, let them grow, let them have a good life, you know, let them, you know, mature and find the right person for them. Don't try to take advantage of young women. And of course, women, let's stop trying to compare our relationship to other people's relationship. It's really not good. It's not going to help you. You know, everyone's different. Every relationship's different. Every partnership is different. So you really can't compare yourself. Of course, if you're being mistreated, that's something else. But don't compare what you have to somebody else. And, you know, things are going to work out for you. But Valentine's Day is not a bad day. I'm just trying to think about what I used to do on the times when I was single. When I was single on Valentine's Day, I think I would not do anything, or maybe going, I don't know, what would I even do? I don't know. I don't know. It was never that important for me for the times when I was single. But when I wasn't single, you know, go out to eat and things like that, dinner. But ladies, don't let a silly holiday like Valentine's Day stop you from, you know, mess with your mind and cause you to be bitter or cause you to think about everything that you don't have, because you have so much inside of you. You're beautiful. There's so many things that you have to offer the world. And, you know, this was just on my mind from this Valentine's Day and what I saw a lot of online. And definitely, people, it's not all about having a relationship, because I would much rather have been single than be in a terrible relationship. And I remember that. I remember saying all those times, I don't mind being single. I just would never want to be in a bad relationship. And, you know, there's just some people who are just not, you know, a good fit for you. So I definitely do ask you all, please do not get in a relationship with somebody just to be with someone. Really take your time, because I promise you, when you find the right person for you, it is well worth the wait. And of course, there are many people that you could have a good relationship with. There's relationships take work. It's not always, you're completely different people. So it's not like, hey, I love you, you love me, you know, now everything I want to do, you want to do. Everything you want to do, I want to do. That's just not the way life works. So relationship, if you have the right person, of course, it's going to be easier than not. But don't try to get yourself in a bad situation, a bad relationship, because it's really not gonna work out well for you. It's gonna end up in divorce or abuse, or, you know, not being respectful. So really just make sure you find the right person for you. Ladies and men, I want to tell you, please keep striving to do the best you can do. You're strong. I want you all to stop saying, every time someone says something about a man, I want you to stop saying what about the woman, because you know that is not what a leader does. A leader focuses on themselves first. So y'all better stop that right now. Don't come for me, men. But yeah, no, men and women, we definitely need each other. But ladies, I don't want you to feel bad on these type of days, because one thing I want you to remember is anything somebody gives you on Valentine's Day, you can do for yourself. It's just a nice gesture that your husband or your boyfriend or your fiance does for you by giving you flowers. I'm somebody who loves flowers, so it wouldn't be something that I wouldn't do to go out and buy myself my own flowers if I was single. If you love flowers, go buy yourself some. You deserve that. You deserve to see some pretty flowers if you love flowers like I do. And then here, this is funny because this is actually the same fragrance in the male version that my husband wore for our wedding. So I actually wanted to try this one. So I never mentioned this to my husband. He actually told me I need no more perfumes, because when I was single, I purchased a lot of perfumes. A lot of you know me from doing some fragrance reviews. And Versace Eros, the main fragrance is the Eau de Toilette. I know I've spoken about Eau de Toilette or Eau de Perfume. I believe there is the Eau de Parfum version, but the fragrance my husband wore to the wedding was the Versace Eros for men, Eau de Toilette. So it smells amazing. I want to show you that because I am going to be doing a review on that soon. As I told you, I will be back online at the end of February doing some videos. But yeah, don't let society try to tell you what, you know. Oh, I brought the Versace boxers to say I used to buy myself perfumes all the time. So, you know, a lot of times everything that you get as a gift, you can actually purchase for yourself. It's nothing for you to be like, oh my gosh, I want this. I want somebody to do this for me. Just stop comparing yourself. There's been times where I was like, oh, I'm just going to delete Facebook. I'm going to delete my, I'll just delete my social media and stuff like that, you know, just because it's something that can be really useless, but it can also be useful. So that's why I haven't deleted them. But, you know, just understand that there's so many different things you can do for yourself. You know, don't feel bad, you know, and that's what I want to say as well. When I was single, of course, I was like, I want a relationship, but I never said I want a relationship with somebody who wasn't, you know, going to be in a relationship with me or want to be in a relationship. Someone I know, I'm not going to say who, just in case they watch the video, they told me that one of their friends met a guy. They were not official. They were not dating. Mind you, I tell you, wait for sex until marriage, but they were not even in a relationship, not engaged, definitely not in a relationship. And they were just talking, you know how our generation says, getting to know each other. And he told her, she might have asked him, where is this going? And he told her, hey, you know, I'm not there. I'm not trying to be in a relationship right now. I want to get to know people. I don't know how long she had been in that city, but he moved to that city and he had only been in that city for a short while. She was probably one of the first people that he met. I think they met on a dating website. And he just told her straight up, like, no, I'm not trying to be with you. She continued to be with him or sleep with him and do all those things, and she's confused about why he doesn't want to be with her. Ladies, if somebody tells you they're not interested in you, if a man tells you he doesn't want to be with you, that is it. You wrap it up, you keep it moving, and you find somebody else, or you take some time to yourself, heal from that situation. Then when the time is right, start dating again. Do not put yourself in that situation. You're smarter than that. That young lady was not using her brain. The man said he does not want to be with you. That is your cue to run. And this, ladies, also be mindful. If you have a friend that does stuff like that, be very wary of those friends, because those are the same friends who, let's say you have a boyfriend or something, those are the friends who will probably try to flirt with your boyfriend. And I just say that because that shows a really low self-esteem. A man told you he does not want to be with you. You've decided to continue to sleep with him and try to date with him, try to contact him. That shows me that there's some desperation there. Not saying the person is a horrible person, but that shows me that they don't use their common sense. So someone who's trying to force that, when the man said he does not want to be with her, he's not interested in being with her, and she continues, that shows me that maybe if she was interested in somebody else, this time it's not that he's saying he doesn't want to be with her, he just happens to have a girlfriend. In that situation, she might do the same thing. So just be worried, those type of ladies too, like girls. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful to you. I just want to do a quick chat with you. You know, don't worry. Life goes on. Your life is not about relationship. Of course, if you're getting to that age now, you're older, you want to have kids, you don't have any children, and yes, we're going to fast track you a little bit, right? You need to heal yourself. Give yourself 6 months max to heal. Do what you have to do, whether it's lose weight, change your frame of mind, continue to pray, get more spiritual, have a relationship with God, and then get back on the dating market. You know, make sure you're looking good, get a new wardrobe if you need to, or, you know, get a promotion at your job, whatever it may be, ladies. But you know, if you're in that age range where you want to have kids and you are ready to really settle down, and you're like maybe 35, 40, and you still want to have children, you have none, that's going to definitely be something where you want to fast track. But other than that, you know, just take your time. You know, God is going to open a door for you at the right point. So I hope you all enjoyed this video and have a wonderful, blessed day. I'll be back soon. Bye.